we are going to be starting off the playoffs with Division 3. It's going to be some very exciting stuff, and we do have only one best of 7 today between Irrelevant Saffron and Ascension Chronos. We were meant to have 2, but Meteor can show up. But we are here today, and we are going to be seeing who will be taking the Division 3 title in this matchup. But of course, before we get into anything, I'll introduce ourselves here in the casting crew. Of course, Faded, and joining me is the latest addition to our team, is Savvy. How are you today, bro?
I'm doing great, thanks. I'll be really excited to see not only who takes the title today, but also who's taking that juicy MVP badge.
Oh yeah, we got to see who's going to get the MVP at the end of the day. Of course, there's not a lot to play for in this match, as we were discussing before the stream started. Both these teams are on promotion to Division 2, so they're really just playing for the title, and of course MVP is always going to see who will take that, and this matchup could be really important for determining it. But anyways, we'll now dive further into this matchup. Of course, it's our only match today. Of course, ILV Saffron and Ascension Chronos are number 1 and 2 seed coming into today from league play. They have a 9-1 and 8-2 record respectively. So that's what we've got going here with them. Of course, I'm going to take a look at previous results for both these rosters. Of course, ILV Saffron beat Ascension Chronos 3-0 and 3-1 in their 2 matchups. Their league play, of course, Division 2 is double round robins. They played each other twice. But ILV Saffron came out on top in pretty dominant fashion both times. So, yeah, that's what we've got going here. But, anyways, I'm going to go with a quick rundown of the rosters. I don't know who's exactly playing, but we've got Daddy, Joe, Trash Panda, Electrify on ILV. And on Ascension, we do have Sky, Big Man, Perfect, Horo, and Cool. So, that's who we're working with today. So, Savvy, any initial thoughts this matchup? What do you think about it?
Yeah, well, on paper it should be a pretty comfortable win from ILV Saffron, considering the league play results, but I've spoken to a few Ascension players and I know that they're definitely confident going into this. They definitely fancy themselves for a result here. I think we're in for a close game.
Yeah, definitely. It could go down to the wire, really. Of course, ILV Saffron, despite being favoured in the standings, of course, despite this match having no meaning, both of these teams do want to take the title at the end of the day, and I think Ascension, they could really come out, at the gate swinging here, and they could really bring it to the ILV side. But I'll have to see how it plays out really in this matchup. So I think now we will dive into our predictions for this game. And yeah, I think, Savio, let's start you off. Who have you got for this, and also the scoreline?
Like I said, I think it's going to be close here in each game, but I think ILV Saffron have the edge just based on their previous results, and I think they'll probably take it about 4-2.
Alright, yeah, that's pretty fair. I'll have to agree with you. I think ILV Saffron do have this. I think I'll go with a 4-1 for this one. Whilst I think it could be close, I think ILV Saffron should continue their form against the Ascension side. Both they're like 6-1 in games across the board in both the matchups, so they're really heavily favored in this. But Ascension Chronos, we can't count them out because, they have a really good record coming into this. They suffered their only 2 losses to ILV. So they have, pretty favorable records coming into this one for ILV. But Ascension, can't count them out. They're a very talented roster after all, and they are second seed for a reason. But ILV, they seem to have the edge. But yeah, I think it could be a really close matchup. So I think actually we do have everyone in the server. So I think without any further ado, unless Savvy, you got anything else to say or what?
No, I think we're all set to go here. Everyone's in the lobby. So.
Yeah, alright, so we're going to get started. Everyone, of course, it is ILV Saffron and Ascension Chronos taking on each other in the Division 3 finals. Of course, it is best of 7. We'll see you guys back after this match animation. Alright, well we are getting started for the Division 3 finals. In this one we're going to be seeing who can bring it out in this best of 7. Of course it is a little bit unfamiliar for these guys to be playing best of 5s for the past seemingly 9 to 10 weeks, so we'll see who can come out on top here as the ball is in the side of the ILV Saffron team. And now we got Purry trying to clear this one out, but Trash Panda has a shooting chance off the bar. Almost had the opening goal, but it's just too high of the mark. And now the pressure is on for ILV. Trash Panda trying to put this into the middle. Now Deddy will be picking this one up, trying to work it into the box. And Purry will get the clear. Now the demolition on Skyfall will not matter as Purry is doing a great job to buy his team a bit of time. And there goes Trash Panda, clears it down. Cool, does get a touch on it. Purry now with a shot on net potentially, but Deddy in a great position to clear it out. Now here comes Cool, crossing it to Purry potentially, but it is intercepted. Now here comes Deddy, putting it centre forward. Trash Panda, can he get this shot? Yes, he can, and it will be going in just past the defender. And it's 1-0 for ILV.
So it's a great shot from Trash Panda, keeping it in there, making sure he gets up nice and early, gets the redirect in the net. I have to say, it's been a bit back and forth in game 1 so far, and I'm excited to see how this is going to translate into goals.
Yeah, for sure. It's just been, going back and forth down the field, as you said. Very explosive start to this game. Chances for both sides, but as the first minute is gone, ILV, they do have the advantage going into this one. But now, Ascension on the attack. Skyfall puts it onto the back, but Deddy is there. The double commit with Jord, though, will not really matter too much as Trash Panda does have a shooting chance. Purry does send it high, and now here comes Purry trying to clear it out again. Lands to Skyfall, who chips it. And now he will go for it himself. Jord does get a block on it, but still it is working its way into the corner. The Trash Panda failed to clear there. Deddy is up, will get the clear out. And it is over to Jord. He does boom it downfield. Cool. Has it all to do here, but it's a bit of an awkward bounce for him, and he does panic a little bit. He could have left that for Purry, but it will not matter as Purry does get a booming clear. And Trash Panda looking to put this one up. Potentially for the clear. Now Purry putting it into the box. This guy for the shot on the post is blocked by Jord. There was a close call there. Now back down the other end. Deddy couldn't find a touchdown, unfortunately. Jord's now lurking, trying to bait out the defender. Trash Panda will come in for the challenge. Yeah, but still, it is 1-0 for ILV. Looking a bit more close now.
Yeah, I have to say, I'm thinking this Ascension early on in the game have had really wide rotation. I'm noticing that noticeably Cool, especially, is often taking himself too far away from the play, and he can't really support his teammates. Although right now it seems like it's working out as he gets the save, but they could really get punished for this later on.
Yeah, definitely. I think if you have tighter rotation, you could give yourselves many more opportunities. Just, you got to make sure the rotation is done properly, but you could add in some cuts in there if you wanted to. Potentially the third man is meant to be rotating back, cutting in front of one of the teammates if he thinks is needed. And you could get yourself more scoring opportunities, but there's nothing really wrong with wide rotation, obviously. It's great if you're trying to hold a lead, but they're on the back end here, Ascension. They need to get themselves on the board. But as we have 2 minutes left, we'll see what they can do. Now Skyfall trying to get a challenge onto Deddy. Now here comes Cool with a bit of an awkward touch. Does get the second block though onto Deddy. Now Purry down the field. George will be having a comfortable time with this, but he does actually concede possession over to the opposition. And now George off the backboard. Deddy has to block the follow-up shot. And now Cool is up for it, but does miss contact with the ball. Kick with a chance to ILV as George puts it into the box. It bounces really high though. Now Trash Panda trying to put this down, but Skyfall does manage to beat him to it. Now Cool trying to go forward as Purry will manage to take it instead. Now down into the box, Deddy will try to get it out. Jordan Trash Panda is up as well. That was quite dangerous, but there's no attackers pressuring there for Ascension. They could not capitalize. Now Cool on the attack, does put it onto the backboard. Now here comes the follow up, but not a good enough touch. Now back into the center. There is no one there for them, but Purry does have a shot on net, crossbar down, and there we have it, the equalizer coming in here for Ascension.
Yeah, I really like this positioning from Purry. He steals the boost to keep up the pressure, and then he instantly makes the turn when he knows he can get to the ball first. That's a great shot into the top shelf.
Yeah, for sure. A minute 17 left. We're all tied up here. Of course, both teams having their fair share of pressure in this game, and finally, Ascension do find one, which is great for them. And now they're looking to extend that lead. It's Cool, puts onto the backboard. Did he have a double touch potentially? He did, but boost was not favourable for him, unfortunately. And Skyfall takes a bit too much time with this for my liking. Would have liked to see him going for that a little bit earlier. Now Cool with a demo onto Deddy. Now Skyfall puts a shot on net. Jordan, great save to get this one away. Now Deddy does come in to follow it up with his own clear. Now looks to play it himself. Gets the jumper play going. Probably has to save that one off the line. And then here comes Trash Panda, trying to air dribble this one. Wants the backboard, looking for a flip reset potentially, but did not get really anything out of that. And they're cool, looking to counter attack here potentially. As this one's dropped into the box, Trash Panda can't find contact on that ball, and it does mean that there's more pressure here for Ascension. Now Skyfall has a shooting chance, but it is put wide, but it's still quite dangerous, but no one's going for this ball. Cool does finally come in for a shot, and it does actually slip past the two defenders. 24 seconds left, Ascension have the lead.
Yeah, it looks like Jord here kind of hesitated. Maybe he thought Cool wasn't pushing it, but Cool was capitalized on the chance. Made a good shot with the air roll, and it's 2-1 to Ascension.
Yeah, and only 24 seconds for ILV to get back into this. Can they do it, is the question. Well, we'll see if they can, and instead he could have a chance here, but the touch is not what he wanted, definitely. Now, Cool, just trying to buy some time here. Trash Panda booms it down the field. Now, here comes Jord and Deddy with a double commit. That's going to do them any favors, but here comes Trash Panda for a chance, but Skyfall blocks it. And now Jord waiting patiently for something, but it will not pay off for him. This one does creep into the net. And we can safely say that this game is in favor of Ascension.
Well, Skyball here with a nice recovery on the wall and into the shot. George with a bit of a mistake there. But I mean, this game was looking like it was confirmed regardless, although that's surely going to put the nail in the coffin for LV Saffron.
Yeah, definitely. Ascension did manage to come back. They were a goal down, but yeah, great performance from them in this first game. It is great to see as the clock does run down. And the ball will eventually touch the ground. Here we go. Ascension Chronos, they do have the 1-0 lead in this series, but best of 7. Plenty of games to go for ILV. Hopefully, they can solve some of the issues they had in this game and come back a little bit stronger. Ascension Chronos with the 1-0 series advantage. Now, looking to repeat that performance in the second game, but ILV, they would hopefully talked over some of the problems they had in that first game, and we'll look to alleviate them coming into this one. Now, getting things started, here comes Deddy, putting it off the sidewall into the center, but no one is there for that. Cool does finally go for it to boom it down the field. Now, Skyfall tries to get it past Jord, but a great pre-jump does get the block. And Deddy throws it onto the backboard, Parry with a good read. We'll get this one out. Now here comes Deddy, looking to put it into the center, but Cool does read it instantly and looks for the follow-up touch. Trash Panda a bit late to it, but both players missing the ball. Cool, let's get a touch though. Jordan wasn't expecting that. Now Skyfall a chance, but the shot is well wide of the net. Now Parry tries to put it into the middle. Trash Panda gets the touch, but it is really dangerous. The Skyfall has a shot. Jordan blocks off the line. The follow-up from Cool, and they will manage to capitalize 1-0 for Ascension.
Yeah, no power on the save there from the ILV roster there. Unfortunately, and Cool will capitalise on that with a banger into the bottom right corner. 1-0.
Yeah, they just piled on the pressure there, and they do get themselves a reward for it, and that is the goal. Only 45 seconds it took for that one, and now Deddy looking to potentially play it himself, gets it past one defender, but he will not get it past the second, unfortunately. And Parry with a great touch on the sidewall. Trash Panda, the last man back, but he pushes way too far and leaves it open there. Parry, great capitalization, 2-0 now.
Yeah, it's a great recovery from Parry there. I love this little cheeky little chip under the ball, and Trash Panda's not ready for it. Didn't quite see that coming in.
Yeah, definitely. You know, he pushed a bit too far for my liking, but yeah, brilliant stuff from Parry to work that ball into the net in the end. And now 2-0 for Ascension Chronos. They're just coming out the gates here. They're not slowing down yet. Of course, they're trying to repeat their first game performance. It's now Trash Panda trying to put this into the box with Skyfall is there. Now George In reverse, we'll get this one through, and actually does manage to block the clear attempt. Now Deddy does come in, but it is across the box. And now here comes Trash Panda with a shot chance. It is wide. Pori does read it well. Now Joy with a follow-up shot. Cool does manage to get the save into his own corner. Now Deddy does come in, trying to put it into the center, but Skyfall does manage to clear it out again. And Saffron, it seems like, you know, the ILV side are having a lot of trouble getting to the ball into the box. Now, what do you think they can do to try and fix that?
Well, I'm not sure at the moment. I think they're definitely struggling to read the Ascension defenders a lot of the time. Trash Panda with the whiff there, coming on Skyfall's attempted dribble out of the box. I think they just need to be a little bit more consistent on those touches. They've had a few little whiffs here and there that have really made them struggle, and Ascension have been mechanically the better team, which has put them ahead so far, I think.
Yeah, for sure. As now Deddy has a chance for himself, but Cool does manage to save that one instantly. And now the flick coming out from him. And Trash Panda trying to push this one, does get it, but Skyfall just backs up his teammate very well. And now the center is not there, unfortunately. Now Joy gets the block, but here comes Puri. Puts it onto the sidewall. Now Cool and Deddy are both up, but Cool does win the 50. And now the defense of ILV looking a bit sloppy right now. This one is a shooting chance, but now it does fall to Deddy. Look to work this one down the field, but Cool does block it again. Now Joy with not a lot of boost. Cool with a great pre-jump. Brilliant read from him there. And yeah, the pressure is being piled on here from Ascension. Is now Pari with the shot, but it is to the crossbar. Cool coming up with another chance. It looks to drop into the goal, and it does. 3-0 here from Ascension. That's brilliant stuff from them.
Yeah, that's a lovely shot from Cool. Gets under the ball for a nice little chip above the goalkeepers. And Trash Panda again as last man, not quite ready for the shot. Looks like he's just a little bit out of position there, too far forwards.
Yeah, the defensive ILV just looking a little bit confused there, I feel like, and eventually Ascension recognised that. A brilliant shot there. Does grant him the third goal, and oh boy, they're just looking on fire right now. It's probably looking for even more in this game. Trash Panda does get the block though now. The last man back is Cool. Trash Panda trying to force a 50 with them, but Cool does play it brilliantly, and now Deddy trying to go in for that one. Cool. Just trying to play it slow here. Let's flick it high. What a touch from him. The Skyfall will be up for it, but it is a double commit. And it will grant Trash Panda possession of the ball, but he just grants possession to Power, and what a pinch into the box. And Deddy will be there to respond. And now George has a one-on-one situation again, and Cool trying to push up for this. He does force George to put it to the side. And now Cool with the ceiling shot. Does manage to get past one. Deddy, the last man back. Bit of a dangerous touch here. Will have to get it out himself, and he does it successfully. And now Puri putting it into the box once more. George clears it out too, Deddy. He does get a touch into the center, but Joe was not in a great position for it, and Trash Panda was a bit too far back. And now we're approaching the final minute. Still 3-0 here for Ascension. ILV really, you know, struggling right now, to say the least.
Yeah, they're definitely struggling to keep up. Ascension have been a little bit faster on the rotation and been able to punish. And again with the mechanics, I mean, Puri and Cool both going for stealing shots earlier in the game. They're clearly feeling themselves and definitely very confident at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. You can just see it in the way they play. You know, they're not letting up now, and George was really dangerous there, but he does manage to get it to the side. Now here comes Puri, a weak shot. Deddy will have an easy clear, just backflips into it. But now Cool is up to it, tries to drop it into the middle, but no one is there. But there's no need for them to overpush now. They know they have this victory in the bag. Instead, he tried to get a potential consolation there, but it just doesn't seem to be happening. Trash Panda does boom it high, drops straight down, but Puri does read it well. And now 15 seconds left. Puri looking to work this one down the field once more, looking for one more goal. Just rub salt into the wounds, but now ILV Saffron on the attack. What can they do? Can they get the consolation potentially? We'll see if they can get it, as Joe does have a chance, but he did not go for it. And now this one will be touching the ground. It's now 2-0 to Ascension.
I was really impressed with Cool at the end of that game there.
Yeah, definitely a really good performance of him, but now we'll have to see what happens going into the third game. Ascension Chronos that is looking on fire right now. Well, Ascension, Chronos, they're just looking so dominant in this series so far, and if ILV want a chance, I feel like they've just got to get a response here and take a game in Game 3 here, because otherwise the Ascension team are going to be on match point, and reverse sweeping in a best of 7 is not easy, as now Deddy will be finally capitalizing on that. It was a really awkward save for the Ascension side, but an early start here for ILV is what they need.
Yeah, Skyfall couldn't quite get the good touch there. Cool with a nice recovery there, but Deddy's ready for it. That's a good shot from Deddy, 1-0.
Yeah, for sure. He capitalized it off of it very well. So, yeah, it's all you can ask from him, and it's what ILV needs. They need to get a great start in this game and hold on to the leads now. He did this in game 1, but he let it slip, and now they'll be looking to break that here. So now Deddy will be going in for this one. He gets a demo too, so he has a bit of space to work with, but Skyfall just stops him in his tracks, and now Jord onto the backboard. Cool, we'll get the clear out, but Trash Panda is there to put it back into the box. Now Deddy intercepting it back to Trash Panda. The Skyfall is there for the challenge, trying to shut down this control of the midfield here from ILV. So George tries to work it into the box. Now Pori will be going up for this. Does get a touch, it's not the one he wanted though, I imagine. Now Trash Panda into the corner. Skyfall gets a touch on it. And here comes George. Up onto the backboard. Cool is there, but he misses contact on the ball. And this could be really dangerous here, as Deddy has a shooting chance. The net is wide open, but Skyfall will clear it to safety. And now, Cool trying to get this one out of his own half. George there for the interception. Now Pori has it all to do, trying to get this clear. Skyfall will go up as well. Now Deddy into the middle. It is a wide shot, and it will be cleared away from Cool again. But yes, Savvy, I'm noticing a big difference in ILV. They seem to be playing with a bit more confidence, trying to take control of the field, and it seems to be benefiting them here.
Yeah, you can see they definitely want to take this game much more than the last one, so they're feeling on themselves a lot more, and it's making Ascension sweat. I mean, specifically Cool has been whipping a few balls earlier on in the game, although I noticed that a few double commits have also been coming out from his teammates, so we'll see how that develops into the rest of this game, but I imagine ILV Saffron might be taking this one.
Yeah, there we go. Deddy getting a second of the game, making a statement here. Let's take a look at this once again. It just drops in the middle, no one challenging, and bottom corner. Just as you like. Just good stuff from ILV here, but yeah, to be looking to hold into this lead. Still 3 minutes 14. Essentially can come back into it, but ILV definitely stepping up here in this game. They know how important Game 3 can be in this best of 7, because they do not want to be on match point this early into the series, because as I said earlier, reverse sweeping the best of 7 is incredibly difficult, and it's been done very few times in professional Rocket League. So we'll have to see what happens as Pori gets the air dribble going, but no boost to work with, and they will just grab possession over to ILV. Now Trash Panda with an air dribble of his own gets it over Cool, but he does get the touch out, and the second one potentially, but now Skyfall will back him up. Deddy, a shot on net. Pori does get up to it, onto the backboards again. Deddy pinches it into the center. Here comes Roy for the shot, but he can't get it, unfortunately. It was a good chance. Now Trash Panda can't find contact on that ball. Deddy, the last man, does go for the challenge. It does go across the box, but it will be put to safety by George. And he does have Deddy to work with in the middle, but he decides to take the challenge instead. This one is high. Pori is up for it. Does boom it down the field. Deddy will surely have this clear. Does drop it down. And Pori does just clear to the side. But that will surely grant an attacking chance here for ILV. But it is shot down pretty early. And now 2 minutes left. Still a 2-0 lead for ILV.
Yeah, I'm seeing the ball's going left to right very quickly here. And that's got to be confusing for the rotation of the two teams. Although there's a great pass up to Cool, but it's looking very confusing for both teams at this point.
Yeah, definitely. They'll be looking to just, you know, try calm themselves down a little bit, you know, get some composure, and, you know, get themselves back into it, because that is very confusing for the rotation of his left, right, and also a lot of whiffs coming out from various players on the server here. It's not helping things either, but yeah, it could be a bit of nerves coming into this one, so I'll have to see as Trash Panda whiffs that shot, unfortunately, and now back to the other end. Cool, try to get the pass going, but Deddy with a great interception. Now Jordan is up for this for a potential shot. The boomer coming out. Pori does get the save. Now Trash Panda trying to recenter, but Pori with a great recovery. Trying to get one more touch on it, but Deddy does try to force a 50. It was just wide though. Now that one just be banged into the corner from that pinch. And now Trash Panda trying to put it into the middle for Joy. Great pass from ILV. Wonderful stuff here. 3-0 for them.
Yeah, Trash Panda showing great initiative there to recover and then see Jord make the infield pass. It's a good positioning from Jord as well to be ready for it. Good stuff from ILV. They're looking really strong in Game 3.
Yeah, they're getting infield passes coming out, which is great to see from them. I feel like this is the answer they needed to know. I noticed in the last game they were going for too many passes off the corner, and Ascension just knew how to deal with that. But infield passes just work so much better, in my opinion, and they're doing it right here, and it's brought them success. And now they're 3-0 up in this game. This looks like a completely different team now. As now we are in the final minute of this game. Pare does put it high. Skyfall is getting demos now, and Cool will have to take the ball. Does try to force a 50 with Dede, but now they're just trapped in their own box. The Ascension Science Trash Panda tried to go for a shot, but Skyfall does get the block. Now the back pass coming out, a bit too much power on it though, and Jordan couldn't really work too well with it. Now the center coming out from Dede. Skyfall, bit of an awkward read, but he does get it. Now Trash Panda with a follow-up parry does block it. Now Dede still keeping the pressure on, looking for a second touch, but Cool will get the clear out, but yeah, now the clock is running down. It looks like the comeback isn't possible for Ascension. ILV Saffron doing so well in this game. 10 seconds left. Can a Constellation come out potentially? Trash Pan is saying no. He's just putting that into the box once again. And now back to the other end. Cool. Trying to look for something here, but George will just shut it down. One more going into the box potentially, but they will clear it. And George with the boomer for one more goal potentially. It just stops on the line, unfortunately. But yeah, ILV Saffron coming out with a brilliant performance in this third game. ILV Saffron coming up with a massive statement in Game 3, taking it 3-0, just flipping the series on its head it seems like. And now they'll be looking to equalise the series in Game 4 as Pari does have a chance here. He tries to put it on net, then he misses the save though. Unfortunate for him, and Ascension do find themselves an early lead in this game.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate from Deddy there. You'd expect him to be hitting those, but I guess it's just an unfortunate whiff when Jordan isn't quite ready for it. But 1-0 to Ascension, then I'm sure they'll take it.
Yep, they do have the early leads, and I think in the previous two games they managed to take, they did get the lead early and did manage to take the game, so we'll see if they can repeat that here. It's now Deddy trying to go for this again. Pari has a potential double touch, but couldn't find it unfortunately. Now George trying to dribble this himself. He did have a passing option there, but he decided not to take it. The Trash Panda does intercept this one, trying to go for another block, but Cool is there. And the Cool has switched out to the Batmobile, I just noticed, so we'll see how that works out for him. As Pari does get a block on this, the ball is high. Cool will have a shooting chance, puts it top corner, but it is out and away. The second shot onto the post. Oh my, that was so close there. LV Saffron dodging a bullet. Now George with the counter-attacking chance. Pari very patient there, looking to air dribble it out. Just excellent control from him, and now Trash Panda puts it into the center for George. Looking to pick up this boost, but he just concedes possession over to Ascension. Now Cool has a chance here. The pre-jump for Pari as well, but didn't connect on it. Now Deddy does have a chance here, puts it onto the backboard with Sky with a brilliant read. Trash Panda looking to keep this attack going as he just managed to cross it into the box. And George does get beat out by Skyfall. Trash Panda is there, back into the middle, but Pari does get it cleared down, and it's looking really back and forth at the moment here, Save.
Yeah, I'm noticing that this game, compared to the last game, Ascension have really picked up a little bit. They've got their mechanics have come back to them. I noticed Perry's air dribble earlier has definitely put them ahead, and Cool managing to put that one away.
Yeah, there we go, the second goal in this game, and it was just them mounting pressure, but Pari, yeah, there's a great touch into the middle, and Cool did see the chance there, and he did take it, decided to turn into his opponent's box. Only a minute and a half gone, but it is 2-0 for Ascension. Looking back in form now after looking completely off in that last game. So Pori just trying to put it down the field. Does block the clear for Trash Panda as well. Now Cool does drop it down into the box. Good stuff from him, but now Joy will be taking this one out himself. He likes to go for these slow plays, and now he does get past one. Puts it into the box for Trash Panda, but the shot is just well wide. And a brilliant touch there from the defender to get it out. Here comes Daddy, tries to get it out and away. Cool into the corner, does bounce out, tries to go for the interception. And now Pori has a shot on net. Jordan will block it. I think it was wide anyway. And Skyfall in the middle. Pori just bullying Daddy in the net. But Trash Panda will pick it up. Tries to get a pass over to Jordan. It was a good try. Now the demo will give Trash Panda another opportunity to shoot potentially, but Boost is not on his side. And now Daddy clears it onto the backboard. Pori will get the clear out again. Over to Skyfall, who does drop it down to Cool. A good passing play coming out here, but Jord does block it. Now Trash Panda goes for the solo play again. It has Jord to work with, tries to pass it over to him, but it was a bit too late, unfortunately. Cool was zero boost. I think he's trying to bait out Daddy potentially. He does do so successfully, but now Jord will clean up on it. And now a counter-attacking chance. Jord does have an open net to work with. Great stuff there. Now 2-1 here to Ascension now.
Yeah, you gotta say, great work from Daddy there. He goes forwards and he knows that the defender is going to be the only one back and gives Jord the open net with bullying. And it's great stuff from ILV.
Yeah, definitely the bump's working out for them. They're trying to mix up their play here, you know, take the initiative, be a little bit more proactive. I think is what ILV really needs. They did have a bit of that proactiveness in the last game, and we want to see more of it. So Trash Panda puts it into the corner. Jord with a great demo in the midfield and actually puts it center, perhaps accidentally, but Trash Panda will hand it over to Daddy, who gets a booming clear. Now Cool does get the read. Steady is demoed somewhere in the midfield, I imagine, and now this one's dropped into the box. Pori will get the clear out now. Cool. I think he was trying to receive this pass, but doesn't have any boost to work with. I think the ILV defenders were expecting him to get to that one, which is why he didn't decide to commit to it. Now this one dropping straight down to the box. Cool does have a clear, but it's a double commit. Pori will get the clear out. And now it is bouncing off the corner. Trash Panda trying to take this one out. The solo play coming out again. It's really interesting to see. Now that demo, he'll look to play this potentially to another player. It will be Daddy, who does a force of 50. Now Jord puts it onto the backboard. It is boomed out and away again. And here comes Cool. It is put into the box. Trash Panda will pick this one up, and it is just cleared away. But Jord and Daddy on top of each other. No one can go for that. Now we're approaching the final minute. Sav, I have to ask you, do you think there's any changes that ILV can make to approach here? Because I saw them going for so many solo plays, but I don't think it's working out too well for them at the moment.
Yeah, well, I mean, we saw in the last game that when they hit those infield passes, it was working out very well for them. I also noticed they seem to have a fair bit of lack of trust. We see another double commit there between Daddy and Jordan. That's been happening all game long. And we need to see a little bit more trust between those players if they want to really get to the next level.
Yeah, definitely. And now we've seen infield passes you were talking about here. Daddy does have a shot on net, and it will be converted by Cool. And yes, Sav, you just talked about the infield passes and what they need. And as soon as they do it, you get a goal out of it.
Yeah, you have to say Cool should be doing better with this, although it's definitely good pressure from ILV. I reckon if Cool was in the Octane there, he had that, to be honest.
Yeah, well, we will never know, unfortunately. Of course, we can't really replay that scenario, but yeah, I guess that's our own opinion. Yeah, if it was in the Octane, he could have saved it. But regardless, the equalizer coming out here from ILV, but a bit of confusion in the defense that he will get to. But Jord bumping his own teammate. 30 seconds left. Jord taking this out himself. Will he try to find a teammate? No, he's going to go for it himself again. He does force a 50 out. And now it is into the corner. Pori is up for it, but misses contact on the ball. Skyfall is covering though. Now Daddy onto the back, but Pori does have an easy clear there. Now Daddy with the bomb will give Trash Panda the space to work with. But Cool, let's have the clear out. Now Daddy will look to turn this potentially with zero boost. But it was the right call, trying to just delay it. He wants to force overtime in this game as George does have the 50 there, but it is a chance. Trash Panda though does have plenty of space to work with. He will clear it out. And it's back into the box. It could be a shooting chance here actually, but it does drop just before the line. Now we're into overtime in game 4.
Yeah, it's going to be a real test of who's feeling more confident here. Jordan with the early chance, but he can't quite convert it. I'm ready to see some clutch plays here to see who wins this overtime.
And we'll have to see it here. Of course, it's a very important game in this series. Of course, ILB will want to tie it up here, and Ascension, they want to put themselves onto match point. So we'll see who comes out clutch in this game as Pori does get a bump there, but an accidental touch. It will still go to Skyfall though now. George will get this one out, but it is in a really awkward spot for Daddy. We'll have to get this save. Brilliant stuff from him. Great read. The follow-up coming out, not unfortunately, but A bit of confusion on the side of ILV. The demo coming up from Cool, but Trash Panda will just pick it up straight away, and he does get it out. Will hopefully buy some time for his teammates. Now Deddy has to make a save here. It's really awkward to them off the post. Skyfall with the follow-up, and he will be taking this overtime, and it will be 3-1 in the series here for Ascension.
Yeah, great composure here from Skyfall to not choke on the quite a difficult aerial to get up to and keep it down. So good stuff from him.
Yeah, definitely. And Ascension Chronos, they were the ones that came out clutching this overtime. They're on match point here at ILV Saffron. They got to win the next 3 games back to back if they want to take this series. Can they do it? We'll find out. Let's see in the next game. Well, we're now getting into the 5th and potentially final game here at Ascension Chronos. They're 3-1 up against ILV Saffron. But as I said, the ILV Saffron side, they're getting things started really early with a kickoff goal here. Just what they needed, really.
A little bit disappointing from Pari there to have some problems on the kickoff, but it's good conversion from Jord, who cheats up nicely and gets a goal. We'll see how this does for Ascension's nerves, I guess.
Yeah, they're not going to be happy with conceding a kickoff goal like that. And it could be a second one here. Is it going straight in? No, it isn't. And the clear will be coming out. Boy, that would have been a real tilt factor there if that one went in also. Now Jordan has a shooting chance. Does put it wide. Cool, looking to take this one out himself. He's taking a bit of time. Let's get it off the ceiling and pass it into Skyfall. Great pass with Deddy. Let's get the demo to intercept that. Deddy with the back flip, unfortunately. Going down the other end potentially, but the ball is in full control of ILV right now. Now Jord with a demo on Puri as well. This one on net. Skyfall with a good save to get out, but now Jord re-centering it for Trash Panda. It is a slow shot, and Puri will be the one to clear it. Now Deddy looking to keep pressure on, but I think he's just trying to bait in a attacker, but doesn't work out for him. And now Trash Panda with the pinch off the side wall. Skyfall does put it out to the ILV half, and now Jord will be taking it. Cool just booms it back. Deddy ready and waiting on the backboard for this one. We'll get it clear out now. Cool, we'll pick it up once again. Trying to put it center for Puri. The shot was there, but couldn't find contact. Now Cool puts it back into the box. It's great work on the ball there from him. Now here comes Skyfall. Puts it into the left wall. Now Trash Panda getting this clear out. Deddy trying to back pass it to Joy potentially, but Cool is there for it. But there's no one following up there for Ascension Chronos, and yeah, Alvin will be looking to break out their half potentially.
Yeah, oh, Skyfall with the open net chance. Can he convert it? Not quite.
Oh no.
That is a heartbreak for Ascension.
Yeah,
for sure, but
what?
Oh no!
Oh dear, right. I don't believe this, but yeah, that's a bit of a yikes from me. But Jord with the own goal. I don't think he saw that infill pass from Puri coming in. It was just a more of a random touch, but man, I don't know how that's gonna affect him, Savvy. Like, how do you even explain that? Like,
well, to say I've been in the position before, and it has to say it's very tilting to be the one who owned goals in that sort of situation. I think you've been casting me twice when I've owned goals this season, and yeah, I have to say it does suck. So we'll have to see how they can bounce back from that.
Yeah, it's not looking good for them, is it? As Cool does get the second one, boy, I think ILV stuff, and they're going to be really tilted after that. I think Jord especially is not going to be happy with himself, but now they do regain the leads here. Ascension, ILV, that could just be disaster for them, but they just got to pull themselves together because they've got to win this game if they want a chance in this series. So Skyfall will look to play it off the kickoff. It is into the box. Eddie is there, but he does kill it in his own box. This one is really awkward for ILV. The bump coming out from Skyfall onto Deddy, but still Jord looking to play it out himself. It's the center. Here comes Party, but he does miss it. And now Trash Panda looking to find a shot, but it's not there. Now Cool with a potential shooting chance himself. But Jordan will get it out. Now Jordan missing that one. Cool's up for it again. Just trying to pre-jump it a lot. Seeing him doing that. He's got a lot of confidence on himself to do that. Now Dede trying to make work of the ball here. Tries to flick it into the box, but couldn't find it. Now Cool in a bit of an awkward spot. He is covered by Purry. Now Jordan with the corner read there. Purry will manage to get it though. Dede trying to play it back to teammate. Or Trash Panda, sorry, playing it back to Dede. That's all I should be saying. Now Jordan looking to drop this down into the box. He almost had it. Could have been a really nice play for them. Here comes Trash Panda. A boomer onto the backboard, but Cool is there. A great read from him. And it just seems like Ascension, they have a lot of control over this game. They're just shutting down every chance from ILV, and it's just looking really grim for them.
So Ascension have been very composed this game. They've not really shown much hesitation. You have to say that's usually the difference between these teams, is who's feeling good, who's hesitating, and who's just ready to go for the ball.
Yeah, I noticed ILV, they have been hesitating quite a bit, you know, not really committing any more than one man to any play, but they've got to get something going here, and Dede will be the man to do it, to tie it up. Does work it into the goal, and yeah, it is the equalizer here for ILV.
Yeah, it looks like Cool was a low boost there and he can't quite get the touch, but yeah, we're all tied up here. Looks like ILV have bounced back quite nicely from the own goal earlier on.
Yeah, hopefully that will give them a lot of confidence going into the last minute and 45 seconds of this game. As Jordan will look to play it off the kick-off, Trash Panda will get a touch. Now Dede tries to boom it into the box, but Cool is there. He misses contact though, but Dede won't be able to capitalize off it. Now no one pushing here for ILV, but I think they know Purry doesn't have much boost and they decide to wait. And now Trash Panda has a chance, misses contact on the ball. Jordan looking to control this potentially, but Skyfall gets a challenge. Nevertheless, Jordan still has possession on this. Plays it off the backboard. Purry gets a touch out. Trash Panda gets the block there, but I don't think he got all he wanted out of it. Now Dede into the corner. The corner read coming out here potentially. Doesn't get the touch into the center though. Now Trash Panda following up onto the backboard. George to try finish it, but it is high. Now Trash Panda going really aggressive here, trying to find even more. But yeah, now we're approaching the final minute here. Savvy, what's it going to take for either team to break the tie here?
Well, I think it's going to come down to definitely who's reading these corners like before. ILV have been much more confident on the corner bounces in the past few minutes, and things like that are really going to take them to that next gear.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have to see who can do it here as Cool tries to work this one to the middle. Now George has it all to do here, just looking to force a 50. Does do so successfully, but Purry has a chance onto the backboards, but Skyfall is so far back, but no one is challenging from ILV. This one's the backboard. I think Dede, he's hesitating so much. He mustn't have much boost, I imagine. But yeah, they're just looking to hold on here. They got 20 seconds. ILV under so much pressure, but I think they just want to force the reset in overtime. They are willing to take that risk, but that was really dangerous there for ILV. But Trash Panda comes out clutch with another save. Now Dede and Trash Panda up for it. It is a chance. Party with a weak shot though. George just booming it. It's what they need. And now they just look to kill it here. It will be going into overtime. One goal separates Ascension from the Division 3 title.
I have to say, ILV are definitely going to be grateful for that reset. They were really struggling to get out of their own half in the last bit of regular time, so we'll see where they can take this.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see what they can do as George being really patient there. It's a one-on-one situation with not much boost to work with. It is over to Trash Panda though. Just great to read where that 50 was going off the ceiling. What could he do with it? Not a lot. A misread there. Now George trying to get that one, but now Dede is last man back. But I think he's got this one under control. Surely he does. He will buy a bit of time for his teammates to come back, which they do. It's brilliant stuff from Dede. He did his job, and now this one onto the backboard. Purry just looking to put it over to Cool potentially. Trash Panda tries to intercept it. We couldn't get it, but he forced Purry to do something he didn't want it. Now Jordan misses that touch there. It is a counter-attacking opportunity, but a bump from both the players on Ascension could grant a chance to Dede, but he can't find the shot, unfortunately. A Trash Panda into the corner. Here comes Cool potentially. And now this one going out and away. Dede trying to get the clear, but a great read from Purry. It's great to see from him. And now Skyfall with a side flip. Trash Panda was not prepared for it though. He couldn't find the touch. Cool has a shooting chance, but Dede, what a save! And this one off the post again is cleared away. Absolutely clutch here from Dede. Oh my word, this is one that's going down to the wire.
Yeah, Cool showing some a real top corner shot there, but Dede's with a fantastic save earlier on to keep ILV in this. And they're going to have to keep this up. I mean, Ascension are now looking good after a few hiccups earlier in the overtime, but...
Yeah, we'll have to see how they deal with it. We're a minute and a half in. They had a real scare there with that, but Deddy, just an amazing save. And there's a chance for Jordan, but it's off the post. That has got to be really frustrating for them to miss that one. It was a golden chance, and we will keep on playing in this overtime as Power's trying to put this one down the other end, goes for the block, but Trash Panda does so well to keep that one, and now it's onto the backboard. Trash Panda pre-jumps and he gets the shot down, but it's off the post again. Oh my goodness. This one's coming down to the wire. Savvy, you got to imagine, like, LB players, they missed 2 brilliant chances there, and it's, is Tilt going to really factor into this one, do you think?
Yeah, I think both teams are really going to be on their toes at the moment. I mean, with Cools hitting the post earlier after Deddy's fantastic save, and now 2 chances in a row for ILV hitting the post, you have to think teams are going to have to be really frustrated at this point in time, but they've got to pick up and be more clinical, otherwise they're not going to be able to take this.
Yeah, you just need to gather some composure here, because that's what they'll get in the win, and it could be a shot here for Joy, but it's off the post again. Cool does secure the save though, and oh boy, it's just like both teams dodging so many bullets. Now here comes George, clearing this one out. Puri onto the backboard. Trash Panda will have to get this one out. Cool with the interception. Now Deddy will clear over the Trash Panda, but I don't know if he has much boost. He does get the block though. Now Joy looking to play it himself. I think he tried to go for a pass potentially, but there was no teammates there. And oh my goodness, I don't believe it. The overcommit on the defense of ILV, and that'll be Ascension Chronos, your Division 3 champions, taking this series.
Yeah, heartbreak for ILV there as they fall to a pretty simple mistake there, although you have to say Ascension have been more composed, more clinical, and more consistent during the whole series.
Yeah, for sure. That is a really heartbreaking ending for ILV. I do feel so bad for them because, they were playing really well in that overtime, but they just missed chance after chance just going off the post, and I can understand it would be frustrating for them in the Central Chronos. I think they're going to be celebrating with that one. They did get maybe a bit of a lucky goal, but they'll take it any day. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, a big congratulations to Ascension Chronos, who are your Division 3 champions, and they did take that series 4-1. Both incredibly solid teams, and we know they're going to do well in Division 2 for sure. They are contenders, definitely. But my word, Savvy, that was an incredible series. What are your thoughts on it, really?
Well, I have to say, yeah, it's a great first series to have casted. I mean, Ascension and ILV, both very strong teams, and I can't wait to see them both in Div 2 next season, competing against some really tough competition up in there. We'll see how they can do.
Yeah, definitely. They showed, themselves really. They showed the best selves, I feel like. ILV, I don't think the score line of this series really shows how well they played in some of these games. There were some games where they're getting dominated, but they showed some brilliant play as well. But they just couldn't get it going here. They did suffer a pretty crushing defeat, but I don't think it was that dominant, to be honest. But Ascension Chronos, they do manage to break the losing streak against LV Saffron both times in league play. Ascension Chronos lost to them, but you do get the revenge in the most important series of the season. So we got to say props to Ascension Chronos, congratulations to them, and of course congratulations to LV Saffron. You guys played really well, and thank you guys for playing and putting on such a great performance. It was amazing. But we don't have any more matches there. This was just the one and only match we had, just the finals of Division 3. So, Savvy, unless you have anything else to say, I think we'll just end it off here.
Yeah, I think that's all from us. GG's to both teams.
Yeah, GG's. I have to say that. Of course, I'd like to thank all of you out there for watching the stream. Of course, thank you, Savvy, for joining us. Of course, a brilliant first cast from you, got to say.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was a pleasure, and of course I want to thank Timmy, who's been working hard behind the scenes to bring this stream to you guys. He's done an excellent job as always. And yeah, of course I hope you all enjoyed the stream as well with some quality Rocket League we had today. But that is this from us today from the ECC. But of course we've got more from us this weekend. Tomorrow is going to be the Division 2 playoffs starting at the same time, same place. Of course, we're going to have 4 best of 7s for the Division 2 playoffs. It's going to be very exciting stuff. So be sure you tune in for that one, guys. But that is it from us, the ECC today, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your day. See you guys tomorrow.